What to do when a customer says your repair didn't fix the issue. This snowblower was just in here last week. If you watch our live streams, you'll have actually seen it. He came in, he had a carburetor leak and a fuel line leak. These are both things that we addressed while it was here. Today, or last night, we had a bunch of snow. He went out to use the snowblower this morning. It's still dumping gas everywhere. In these kind of situations, I do whatever I can, within reason, to take care of people. Currently it is Sunday. I was chilling out at home with my kids and my wife, but business never stops. So I told him I would go ahead and pick it up. I actually had a few errands to run for the family anyway, and I had to stop at the shop. So I went ahead, I picked up the snowblower from the guy about 15 minutes after he messaged me. I'll take care of the errands, but also try to take care of this customer the best I can. I will say you can't bend over backwards for everybody all the time. So personally in my business, we do it by a case-by-case basis. I've got a guy who is, let's call him rude. He can wait till Monday. If we've got somebody who's always nice, bringing me a repeat business, I want to make sure I take care of those people. Either way, we're going to take care of everybody in the end. I just don't always like doing things on Sundays. Before I ever touch anything, I like to confirm the customer complaint, and I can tell right away we've got an issue. We've got fuel in this primer line. That primer line should only be full of air, so full of fuel means it's coming out and over, and I can also see there's fuel that's leaked up and out of here. So we have some kind of issue with the float bowl. Let's pull that thing off real quick and see if we can't figure out what the deal is. Since we've already gone through this, I'm gonna pull this whole thing off. We're gonna do a pressure test of the needle and seat and see if something's going on there. I'm also gonna check and flush the fuel tank out again and see if maybe we missed something. Something came down the fuel line and got into the carburetor, caused the float to stick or the fuel needle to stick. Yeah, we're gonna pull it apart. We're gonna see what the dealio is. All right, got that carburetor all loosened up. We're ready to pull it off. We're gonna flip her back around here and see what's going on the inside, see if we can't figure out what's causing this to leak fuel again. Oh yeah, that's it. Make it smell like gas in here. I don't see too much of anything of concern. Here's what we're gonna do. We are going to pressure test this thing. Okay. I mean, it's not popping off until like 15 PSI, which is a lot. These only require about 2 PSI. Actually, they don't leak. I mean, we're not moving at all, so we definitely do not have a leak there. Float height looks to be okay. Checking the float, it's sitting flat with the bottom of the carburetor, which is about where it should be, but because we're having an issue, I might adjust that just a touch, just to see if I can't get that float to shut off just a little sooner. Made an adjustment there. I'm going to blow this off again real quick with some cleaner. All right, I'm feeling good with the work on the carburetor again. We're gonna put some fuel through here, flush that out, see if anything else bad comes through, and see what that gets us. Okay, there's a couple of small particles in here. Nothing that I'm extremely concerned about. So let's put this thing back together. Fill her with gas. See what she does. Okay, carburetor's back on now. We're gonna fill this up with gas and watch it. See what we see. So far, so good, and no. Immediately no. Where's the fuel coming from? All right. Well, we still have an issue. Let's dig deeper. All right, the thing started leaking again after I put it together. So, one of two things is happening. That seat is leaking, or maybe I'm wrong about the... Well, turns out I was wrong. I'm gonna shake this right by the microphone, see if you can't hear it. What we have is this thing is filling up with fuel and causing it to sink. Don't see that very often. So this is bad. Sinking in there, turning the fuel on. Little test we're going to do here. This is a cup of water. This is a brass float that should float. Our test. There's our problem. Float ain't floating. We're going to get them a new part, get them all taken care of, since this is something we've already worked on, tried out everything else. I guess you call it misdiagnosis. We're in the right direction anyway. We're going to get them hooked up, all taken care of, drop the snowblower back off at his house, move on to the next one. See ya.